survive wedding. I love you, so I'm not worth loving.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt light is on.
So I've been traveling a lot recently. Today I just decided why not share what I bring on my in-flight, sort of like when I'm traveling or when I'm on a plane. I just want to share my tips and I guess my routine when I'm flying. Even like on vacation when you're heading to the airport and you're traveling and all that stuff, like packing all those things can be quite stressful, I feel like. So for TSA guidelines, you can't bring liquids over 3.4 ounces, I think, and that is 100 milliliters. So you want to make sure, like, before you even check in, throw away all your giant water bottles and make sure your skincare and toners aren't over. In a lot of airports, they require you to take off your shoes, so make sure you wear comfortable shoes and just shoes that are not too restricting, because even on the plane sometimes you want to keep your shoes on. Just wear comfortable ones, really. They will ask you to remove any jewelry that you have going through TSA. So I just usually just put it in my bag and I don't really wear them, just easier that way. Before I go to the airport, I usually use deodorant, and I use a natural deodorant. This one is lavender and tea tree. You never know who might be allergic, because I'm allergic to fragrances, so I want to make sure that, you know, I don't make anybody else like have an allergic reaction. So that's why I just try to be considerate and use deodorant, and especially if it's a long flight, you know, you want to make sure you smell great. Want to make sure you bring your charger for your phone. Some places are quite strict with their portable batteries. I've seen when I went to China, I think one time they confiscated everybody's portable batteries, so try not to put that in your carry-on if you can. I also bring earphones so that, you know, I can listen to music or watch movies if I want to. The earphones they give on the aircrafts are usually not that clear. I mean, maybe I'm just spoiled, but I just use the regular iPhone earphones. Some flights have Wi-Fi. Those are like the nicer ones, the better flights. When I'm inside the airport already past immigration, I will buy a water bottle just so I can keep myself hydrated. The air in the cabin is really dry. It's recirculated air, and it's just really dry, and sometimes the humidity levels can get down to 4%, and that really takes a toll on your body's hydration and your mucous membranes. You actually start feeling that your lips and your skin gets really dry, like sucked up of all the moisture. That's why you want to take extra precaution to not lose that hydration. After you're all settled down and seated, I will start my routine, and this is what I do on my flights. Alright guys, welcome aboard. And this is my in-flight routine. I keep everything in a clear bag so I can see them, so I can grab them easily. First thing I do is use this Aqua Bomb Mist by Belif. It is amazing. It's pH balanced, so you can use it as a toner, as a mist, freshen up. You can even use it to set your makeup, just because the mist is so fine. It contains chickweed for anti-inflammatory and lady's mantle to soothe the skin, ceramides for hydration, and oat extract also soothe the skin. It's just really nice to use and just pat it into your skin. Next thing, I go in with this Hungarian water essence by Belif as well. It boosts your hydration levels, and usually I just use one pump at home, but on a plane I just use 2 pumps just because I feel like your skin needs it. It has a bunch of antioxidant extracts. It contains rosemary and lavender, also Centella asiatica, which you know is my favorite. It also contains hyaluronic acid to boost moisture levels. So yeah, it's just a great laying essence. The next thing, I go in with this Belif Aqua Bomb sleeping mask, and you know how I love my sleeping mask. This texture is so interesting. It's sort of like a pudding, and then when you break the pudding, it sort of becomes this gel that sort of conforms to the contours of your face. I know it's weird to explain, but once you try it, I know it's just the weirdest texture, but it's so amazing. It's very slippery, and it's sort of like invisible after it dries, so that's great for, you know, when you travel on the plane. You don't really want your skin to look too shiny. It contains lady's mantle for hydration, and this Scottish heather extract is great for anti-inflammatory. Panthenol also calms the skin. I just use it to massage, and any leftovers I put it on my hands. Using these three products together just really boosts and soothes the skin. It boosts your hydration levels and makes sure all that moisture is locked in the whole entire plane ride. You can never forget lip balm on the plane. You really need it. I usually go to sleep with a sleeping mask so nobody can bother me, and I just like how dark it is, honestly. Before I leave the plane in 30 minutes, that's when I sort of like get ready to, I guess, go out. I brush my teeth first just because I just want to be fresh. I refresh my skin with the toner, the mist, and I go in with my makeup. The first thing I use is this Maybelline Age Rewind. I just like using a concealer instead of a full-on foundation, just because I feel like it's enough. You can, this one's very nice and easy to layer. So I think that's definitely enough for on the plane. You don't really need a full bead unless you want to. After that, I'm gonna go in with this Belif Foolproof brow powder. I like it because it contains powder, so it's easy to use, and also it has a small mirror, so it's like, portable and really great for travel. I use the lighter color in the front and then use the darker color to define the edges. It's pretty simple, and I like using an angled sharp brush so I can get more precise lines. After that, I'm just gonna use a fluffy brush to just use the lighter color as eyeshadow. I really like bringing products that have multi-use when I am traveling. You can also use the darker color to define your eyes and create a subtle wing just to define your eyes a little bit. Next, for cheeks and lips, I'm going in with this velvet lip tint. It's a velvety finish and the packaging is just super cute. I'm going with a natural rosy color just to define my lips and eyes a little bit. Like I said, when you're traveling, the best thing is to use multi-purpose products, and just a cheek and lip tint is just amazing for that. And after you're done with all of that, you just set it again with the Belif Aqua Mist. Honestly, you don't even need a powder. So this is the finished look, very fresh and minimal, and I guess you're sort of ready to go out once you land. Put all your stuff back, pack all your stuff, and don't forget anything before you leave the plane. I hope you take some tips away from it, and happy traveling, safe travels. I usually just like to keep into my own space. I also wear a really comfy sweater that is sort of like movable. This one's from ADIDAS. I got it at Urban Outfitters. Actually, somebody special got it for me, so it's cute, right? If it's a really long flight, you want to make sure to walk around and maybe stretch a little bit, because it's not good to I guess have stagnant circulation. It's just nice. I plan to travel to maybe Malaysia and Korea next March, so I'm really excited for that. Maybe I'll vlog it too. There's gonna be a lot of feelings and a lot of good food. I miss a lot of the people. If you guys are traveling anywhere interesting or have any recommendations to go, leave them down below. I would love to hear what you did. Don't forget your wallet or your passport and anything important before you leave the plane. That's really important. I feel like sometimes people forget that, and then the ground staff comes running to you and be like, "Excuse me, sir, is this yours?" It's very important to keep yourself hydrated and just keep yourself in tip-top shape when you're leaving the plane too. It's just a great feeling, walking out feeling refreshed, because how you look on the outside sometimes reflects how you feel on the inside. Plus, on the plane, sometimes there's not much things to do. All the shows you've already watched. But while you're watching it, you can always do these routines. And sometimes also when I travel, the first thing I do is I want to go out instead of after checking in. I just want to explore, so it just saves so much time. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.